aren't cheap, and there are certain people making them a whole lot more expensive.
Yeah, nothing gripes me more than this, and the way they're going about it is illegal.
Yeah, ticket resellers are using electronic bots to buy up a large chunk of seats and then make a profit, charging you way more than face value.
Well, it's a cycle that the federal regulators can't seem to break, and ABC 2 News' Mallory Safaste tells us tonight how you can beat the tilted system, because if it matters to you, it's a matter for Mallory.
When it comes to buying tickets for your favorite singer, show, or sporting event, the odds are stacked against you.
And then you have someone who just comes in, snatches up the seats, sells them for triple, and none of that goes back to the original people who produced the show.
It cheats consumers out of a fair price, but it also costs the event venue. Hippodrome president Ron Legler sees it every show.
So if a ticket here in this theater starts around $45 to $47, they can be up to $200 for the same ticket on a secondary site. We only see the original ticket price.
Ticket brokers are using online robots or bots to do their bidding. These bots are software applications that find a way to circumvent ticket limits that websites like Ticketmaster try to enforce. The practice, made illegal in 2016, still happens every day.
Unless somebody's brought to trial on it, they're going to continue to do it because there's no repercussion.
Ticketmaster is now taking some cases to court. A recent lawsuit filed against Prestige Entertainment alleges that the company used bots to buy 30,000 tickets to Broadway's hottest show. Meanwhile, in Maryland, the electronic armies are showing no signs of surrender.
Musicals, when they sell out within like an hour or two, I mean, is that a sign that it's not the people?
How about 15 minutes? I mean, that's not even an hour anymore, like 15 minutes.
In addition to competing with bots, consumers are also being duped into buying from resellers instead of the actual venue.
The top search results that come back are not for the venue and concert. Instead, they're for sites that look like and try to deceive the consumer into believing they're the actual venue. But they're just ticket brokers trying to resell tickets they'd already purchased for above face value.
The Hippodrome only sells tickets through two sources, but when you do a search for a coveted seat to the Lion King, 4 other websites appear before the Hippodrome's actual site. These are resale sites.
And the way that they use names, logos, and images would fool a consumer into believing they're looking at the actual venue with unsold seats, but they're not.
This practice, also outlawed, and yet the deceit presses on, also hurting the theater's reputation. If the tickets turn out to be fakes, customers are shut out and stiffed.
David Copperfield, they were like $75 tickets, and someone paid $600 a ticket. And now this was years ago, but a family of 4. So you're talking about $2,400, right? And they weren't real. And it was sold out, and there was nothing we could do. We want them to come back. I mean, this building's 104 years old, and you know what happens when people don't come back. The building doesn't stay open.
Some tips to save you money. Make sure the website you're on is affiliated with the venue. The FTC mandates sites who are not must provide a disclaimer. Ticketmaster is also working to beef up security protocols through their verified fan program. Also, file a complaint with the Attorney General's office if you feel you've been deceived. Maryland passed a law in 2014 banning bots and deceptive trade practices, but so far there's been 0 complaints. For ABC 2 News, I'm Mallory Safaste.